All right, what's up? Just move that clock over here. I'm ready, so I don't want to wait. Stop the clock. Let's place it somewhere around here. Hey Matas, welcome. Looks like you are the only one in the room right now, and I have to mute. Is the sound okay? Do you hear me? All right. Think you guys should hear me. So I just want to make the reason for why I'm streaming right now is because I just want to make like a market overview thing. If you guys have watched my, all right, sounds good. If you guys have watched my YouTube thing, I have been doing like this market overview. So thought I'd just do one just live. Saves me the trouble of editing and doing all this thing before uploading onto YouTube. Because the great thing about this platform, Twitch, is that I am able to just upload this straight onto YouTube. So that's pretty nice. And of course, if we find some opportunities here, we'll place some trades. Let's begin checking out the news. This was the thing we were talking about on Friday, the e-coffin meetings. I told you guys on Friday that I was going to, oh, this damn widescreen, that I was going to hold my trades over the weekend. I had a trade on the dollar, what was it? It was the pound dollar and the Aussie dollar. So these were my trades I had on. So, and this is the thing, on Friday, I thought to myself, well, I don't want to, it doesn't really make a big difference if because I knew I was going to be at the computer when the markets open, and it doesn't really make a difference if I close the trades and open them back on Sunday or keep them over the weekend, because I don't really knew about much about this e-cuffing meetings. The main thing that concerned me was, because this is generally a closed discussion, I think it says, yeah, the meetings are closed to the press, but officials usually talk with reports throughout the day. So that was my main concern, the talk about or talk to the press, and if something was going to be said and the market was going to react. I didn't really want to be involved in that. So I actually closed out my trades just before the close on Friday, and I was going to open them up again if the situation on the market hasn't or didn't change. Let's just start out by checking out the pound dollar. So as you can see, the market opened right here above the structure, the previous structure we were taking taking a look at. I want to see something. Let's check out to the 4-hour right here. I want to see if we actually did open above the previous structure, which means that when this candle closes at 22 or 10, this pattern here will not be valid anymore, because we've broken the X leg. Because this candle will close above, because it opened above at this point right here. So I think I am not going to be opening up the position on the pound. This is probably gonna close the gap right here in the next hour or two or something. But looking at the chart, and since we did base our entries around the Gartley pattern, technically the Gartley is invalid right here. So, and if I were to enter the market, I would want to place my stops above these highs right here. These highs right here. Because technically these highs are broken, and I would not place my stops above these highs. Right, because like I said, technically these are broken. So I'm gonna watch this. I want to see what the market does. I mean, if the market goes into something like this, we can maybe short it here again around this area, making us able to put the stops above the highs again. Maybe this highs, or probably go above these highs. But I would want the market to do something like this first, right? So, and I'm just thinking out loud here. I think that's the whole thing about this live room, that I am able to think out loud. And of course, if you guys if you have some opinions, please let me know. Let's check out the Aussie USD trade we have had. So this is a different matter. I think I'm gonna enter the Aussie dollar again. Just wait a second. Let me orders Aussie dollar. We're gonna sell the market.
Order filled.
Order filled. So the main reason I am entering, like I said before, I was going to enter if the market were to hold or not give us some big gaps. And the Aussie dollar pretty much, let me see it better on the 1 hour, pretty much opened. I guess it's opened here, just below. We're closing the gap, and yeah, I think I'm gonna, or I have entered the trade, so I'm short. This was the target around this area right here. Where's the risk to reward thing? That's gone. But I did move my stops on the Aussie USD trade. Of course, my stops were first above these highs right here. Now I did move my stops above these highs right here. I'm gonna keep them there. I'm not gonna be doing I'm not gonna be doing it like this, right? Because this would be an inverted risk to reward, because technically, not technically, we did get involved around this area right here. So this is going to look, oops, what am I doing? This is going to look something like this, right? Because we entered the trade, like I said, I'm just continuing the trade. I'm not entering it based on anything else, but I was short on Friday, and I'm continuing that trade. And I didn't want to hold it over the weekend. So yeah, that's my Aussie dollar trade. We can continue. I am going to run over the pairs. I haven't checked the market since this. You're seeing things. I'm seeing things for the first time right now since Friday. So you'll be able to see exactly what I'm seeing for the first time. I remember we talked about this area right here. Let's remove this. And we talked about a break, right? So this is what I'm thinking on the euro. There's nothing to trade right now, but obviously we did break right here. So I'm thinking short on the 4 hour. So I am expecting a pullback into this box right here, somewhere around this area. If not this area, then this would be number 2. But like so often before, I think there's going to be a problem shorting this pair because of risk reward. So let's check out 1 hour. When I say there's going to be a problem because risk reward, I mean I would have to place my stops above these highs right here. And yeah, right here. And I wouldn't get a risk to reward that would line up. So on the swing trading things, what's the Matas? Are you still there? What's the time? Are you trading? Is it morning where you are, or it's night? It's Sunday for me. It's still Sunday. It's 21:47 or 9:45 at the evening. So what's the deal? Are you day trading, or have you started trading, or are you just studying still? Or Lithuania? So it's just past midnight where you are. Are you day trading, or are you night trading? Ha 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 ha. That was a funny one. Okay, let's check out the 15. We can check out the day trading aspect of things. So what time frames are you trading, Matas? Trading the 15 or the 5 minutes, or? Five minutes. There's a butterfly on the 5. It's too late right now, but let's see. M30 1 hour most of the times. Alright, so you're trading 30 minutes. I don't think I have ever checked out a 30-minute chart, to be totally honest. But here's so we're not talking about the 5 minutes, so but there's a butterfly here, just entered around the 127, and if you're day trading the 5, there is, if the market comes down again, you can enter still. But we don't, or I don't trade the butterfly. The 30 minutes, okay, I can check out the 30 minutes. I've never done that, so sure, why not? So the market opened below just a bit, and we're still thinking short. I mean, you could, if you get the chance to enter around here, you could make like make the risk reward work. I'm not a total fan of this one because there's not a lot of pips to be made. So gap right on the resistance. Yeah, right on it. You are right, sir. So I would just, are you looking for trades? Do you have something in mind, or have you gone through the market? I mean, there is pressure around this area right here. You can see that off the wicks. So I'm definitely let's check out the higher time frames for just a minute. Yeah, I'm definitely short, and I would be comfortable shooting for targets at this area right here, around this or this even. Following the pairs for now, watching, looking what's going on. Yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, so if you're thinking about the euro, I would definitely feel comfortable taking targets around this area right here. I'm not going to be entering a trade right now, but we broke, like I said, we broke this point right here. So there probably is going to be a retracement or a outside return before we head down. Let's continue. Let's check out the 4 hour on the pound. Yeah, we discussed the pound. I'm gonna watch out. I'm gonna watch and wait for the pound thing. Would love to get your opinion on pound yen 30. Yeah, I was gonna talk about the yen pairs next because I like them right now. So we did open above. We did open above. And obviously we can make a box. Let's make a box. We have this box right here. And maybe all the way into here. We are extremely oversold or overbought on the RSI, on the pound yen. So we are at structure. I wouldn't take a trade, or I wouldn't feel comfortable placing a trade for a short unless putting my stops above these highs right here. So you are probably thinking about these highs. We could probably make it work on the 30-minute. Where's the thing? Where is the thing? So above these highs right here. I would definitely be thinking short on the pound yen, and I was thinking that. There is not, unless you're thinking about just entering with a limit order, there's not much telling us that the market is, other than the RSI being extremely overbought, excuse me. We're probably going to close this gap right here, but we are, like you see right here, we've been in a strong up move. We haven't really taken a pause. This is a small pause right here, a small pause right here, and we broke above right here. So in stop placement, that's my main concern. Where am I going to place my stops? They would have to be above. The most secure way to place your stops is above these levels right here. I mean, these are, you could get away with it. We can put, if we're going short right now, this auto thing is, if we're to go short right now, the ATR on the pound yen is pretty high. So it's 33 pips on the 34 on the 30-minute chart. So that's pretty high. So 89, this is way too much for me. I'm not even, if we're going to do it right here, 60, 70, and that's going to place, our stop's going to be at this point right here, so you might as well go above them. So this is going to look, if you can swing it, I mean, if you don't mind the pips, I would shoot for targets. I would feel comfortable shooting for targets right here. Something like this. But like I said, on the pound yen, the ATR, I'm actually thinking about dropping the pound yen from my portfolio because of the ATR. It's just on the 1 hour, it's 50 pips. And as we know, we have to go 50 pips above structure, so I would need the market to go well into this box right here to be going 50 pips above this right here. Still, it's 90 something pips. I mean, the risk reward looks good. It's 2 to 1, but it's expensive. But if you're swinging that way, if you have the capital to place the trade, I mean, it's a I mean, I am interested in this area right here because of the structure. I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, the ATR is just way too big. Way too big for my taste. Let's auto do this. So you can probably get the same results. Where's the goddamn auto scale? You can probably get the same results out of the dollar yen and the euro yen. I'm leaning to the euro yen. This is, I think this could work. We're, like I said, like the other yen pairs, we're at structure. This is not, I might be taking that back, that I'm leaning towards the the euro yen, because this is not as I thought this was going to be more of a stronger area for a stop placement. I thought this would be more similar to the pound yen, but definitely we could place our stops above these highs right here, and we are at a level. I mean, there's a reason I drew in this level right here. So on maybe on the daily or at the 4-hour, this is a structure area, and you can see how the market is these wicks right here. Boom, 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 and boom, and boom. The market was overbought right here, was extremely overbought right here. We are getting the, I mean, this is not gonna, I would probably not interpret this as a wedge pattern on the 1-hour, but I mean, we can check out the lower time frames. This would probably be more like a wedge pattern on the lower time frames. And something like this, if this were to happen, boom, boom, this would be excellent. I would really want to see this happen, and then we could place our stops above the highs, the highs we checked out, and we've got this also for protection. So I would like to see that happen. I do like the level on the yen pairs, on the dollar yen as well. We're extremely overbought, or we're extremely overbought. We're still overbought. We did close above right here because we got the gap. So I couldn't really interpret this as a double top, and we did actually blow through this level right here. But if I were to, if someone placed a gun to my head and told me to predict the market, I could predict this happening. Drop into this area right here. If the market is going to continue in its upwards moving, if the market is going to continue in its upwards moving market. But if the market is going to continue up, like it has been doing, and you can see how strong these moves are right here. Did close above this high right here, and these are not as strong a structure points as we have on the pound yen. So, but the goddamn ATR on the pound yen. I like the pound yen for a short. Actually, I do like all the yen pairs for a short. But placing a trade right now, just because, isn't really going to work. I mean, we could hide our stops above these highs right here, but then that's not going to work. The reason is because we've broken above these two structure points right here. This U right here. Place the line. You can see we've broken above, so I couldn't place stops there. So this would be the most decent place to place the stops. So I think personally, I think I am going to have to wait. I don't really place trades on Sundays either, so unless it's super opportunities. Um, yeah, let's check out the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. We had a discussion on the New Zealand dollar, US dollar as well on Friday. You can see the box I drew in, and you can see that the market is extremely oversold, or was when we closed on Friday. We are at structure. You can see that right here, right here, right here, and right here. So we have this trend line, which we have broken if we are going to be drawing the trend line from this, touching this, and touching this, like so. Something about that. I'm gonna delete this butterfly pattern. I'm actually gonna delete this as well, so I can see what I'm doing. If I were to go long, I would place stops below this point right here. I'm gonna draw that in, and I'm gonna drop down the time frame. Let's check out the 1 hour. We have the double bottom right here. Do we not? We have the ABCD, or is it a harmonic move? Either way, it's an ABCD, but it's not a. No, it's not a double bottom. Technically, maybe it is for you. I'm gonna erase this as well. And when you see that if you're thinking about a long and you're gonna hide your stops below this or this point right here, I mean it's a few pips to get below this point right here, which is the most obvious point of structure for me. So 17. I would prefer the market drop a little lower, maybe right here. Then I could make, let's say we've entered right here, and let's draw this up. Oh, we're going long, not short. Something like this. I would place targets around these levels right here, even the top of the trend line. I'll go 17 below this, so 32. That's all right. So this could look something like this, maybe like so. And for extension, if we're gonna shoot for longer or bigger targets, this structure right here, and even this right here. But where we are expecting the market to go lower, aren't we? So I would shoot for we could even do like a so this would actually change our reward. So about 1-to-1 if we're shooting for the 618, if this is a pullback from the current downwards moving market, we could get a 1-to-1 right here. Check out the 4-hour. Come to think about it, I would actually want to see a break on this point right here. If I were to think about going short. So if I'm thinking about going short, catching this downwards move right here, I would prefer a break of this point and then a pullback up into this point. I would probably get away with, on the lower time frames, placing the stops above these highs right here. So that could work as well. It's not gonna be a, is it? Dun, dun, dun. Clone. Yeah, it's a little below our ABCD. But definitely opportunity here to go long, both long and short on the lower time frames. We could catch a long. If the market dips a little back into this area, I could see a long here, but for right now it's continuing up. So we'll see. We'll watch this pair as well. Take a look at the dollar cat. Here's the bat pattern we missed. I think it's the bat pattern we missed. We gapped a little. We are currently closing the gap, as we would expect. Let's check out the 4-hour. We're coming back into this area, which is probably something because I've drawn in some lines. Let's check it out on the bigger. Yeah, this is the structure right here. Right here. And we have some ups and downs in this, between the green and the purple line on the 1 hour. Check further back. Right. I would actually prefer between the green and the orange line. So we're kind of in a no man's land right now. I would either want to see a break of this or this point. This is a point right here, but it's kind of weak. It's not screaming. You can take a look at it on the 1 hour. You can maybe see it better. You can see it better on the 1 hour. So I would consider this one move, boom, boom, break right here of this structure point. We come back into this point or area right here, and would expect a continuation down. Right now we are here, so we are kind of in a like I said, like in no man's land. I would want to see on 1 hour a break of this or this point right here, or this point right here. So we'll wait and see what happens on the dollar CAD. We have a small potential pattern, very small. I don't really like this to be drawn onto the 1 hour, but we could get a Gartley pattern right here. I would like this Gartley pattern because I know that this orange line here is representing strong structure. So something like, and that is if the market continues up from where it's at right now. Let's drop down to the 15 minutes. You can see it better there, like so. My Gartleys are white. Let's check out the 4 hour. So technically we broke the structure with the gap. So I would see something Aussie CAD. The Aussie CAD. We could gap right here and then close the gap. Let's check out the 4 hour. So technically we broke the structure with the gap. So I would see something like this happening. Maybe even this area right here does concern me a little. This could be a potential area for a long as well. Not super excited about it. The area I am most excited about is this area right here for a long. Because this is an obvious point of structure. You can see that the market hits this point right here and then shoots up and continues trading above this level right here. And we are now coming back into this level, this point. We have to go through these 2 points right here, or this box. So potentially something like this, or we could even shoot for targets down here. But this level right here is as well something to keep in mind. I believe. Let's check out. You can see right here, we could extend this box, even like so. Boom. So, and you can see that the market dipped into this area right here and then is right now is closing the gap and is preparing itself for a pullback. So these are the two levels I would watch out for, this one and this one right here. There's not much happening as of right now. Let's check out the 1 hour. So we're just closing the gap right here. Like I said, there could be a pullback into this area right here. I wouldn't play stops above this. I would not. But maybe the market goes into some kind of range or consolidation. Might even get a pattern in here. Who knows? And Matas, if you have any patterns you have spotted and I have not, you can let me know. But yeah, that's the Aussie cat. That's the Aussie cat. So let's check out the Aussie USD. We are currently short the Aussie USD. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, I am, or not obviously, I want the market to pull up into here, and I want this level. Want to make this level here hold and then continue down. Great looking pound yen short. All right. Are you short the pound or are you still thinking about it? So we've closed the gap. That word was to be expected. So now it's just, what is the market going to do? Is it going to continue up, or is this the point of structure that's going to hold, and we're going to get at least a pullback? And the great thing about these big moves right here, I would feel comfortable taking targets around this area, somewhere in here. So you can make or I would personally take profit. If we're gonna go short right now, I would take profit right here on the purple-ish line. But we do have like this kind of wedgy looking pattern here. It's not the perfect pattern, but and we have the RSI. We have the RSI divergence as well. So yeah, this is not a bad looking trade. You're obviously going to place your stops above these highs right here. Is that right, Matas? Or are you doing something else? Trading it off 30, get a better view of the wedge looking thing here. Exactly. So yeah, about the stops, you were probably, yeah. I mean, are you short the pound, or have you already shorted it? Shorted it. And are you counting the money as we speak from this nice looking candle? It's about 40 pips. I would actually want to go short as well, so I'm just waiting for the risk to reward. First of all, I'm going to be waiting for what the market's going to do when the gap is closed, which is right now. So the next candle, uh, are we going to continue down? That would be exactly, I shorted it at that resistance level. So did you short it when the market opened around this area, or? So you're just sitting there laughing with all your money. Ha ha ha. As of right now. But yeah, it's a decent level to go short, I believe. Maybe we could change this into a longer term. Because of that low test candle from Friday close, plus the RSI looked good for me, so yeah, not bad at all so far. You're right. I was watching this level as well. But on the 4 we have a better perspective of how this thing looks regarding the structure. So this is obviously the top of the structure, and I would prefer, I'm sorry to say that, Matas, but I would prefer the market to come in to this level right here. That would mean that you would lose. But if I were going to take a short based off of these time frames, of course you're at a lower time frame, so that it's not always the same story when you take a look at the time frames. But right here, I would definitely go short around this area right here. Most definitely. The RSI is extremely overbought on the 4 hour as well, so we have some structure right here, and yeah, not a bad short at all right now. So we'll see what the market intends to do. And yeah, we've covered the portfolio. Like I said, I'm really interested in the yen pairs. They have been pushing up a lot. So yeah, I think it's about time for a pullback, at least on the yen pairs. So we'll see what happens. See what happens tonight. What the market is going to do, if it's gonna be a active Asia session or not. I'm hoping that it's gonna stay pretty slow, so I might get a chance to enter tomorrow morning. So, and maybe we will get a chance to enter on some pullbacks. If the market is gonna start its descent right now, we could maybe find some opportunities to get short in the morning. But for now, I am not gonna place any trades. I have the Aussie USD going. We'll see what happens right there, and yeah, I'll start streaming tomorrow morning around 10. So I would love it if you would join me then. Yes, so until tomorrow, thank you for joining me, Matas, and I hope that the pound yen is gonna plummet. And yeah, I'll see you hopefully tomorrow morning. Adios.